Well, good morning. This is not my usual time to be here. So 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'm Marian Geller for another edition of Fashion Flair Friday. The reason I had to move it is because I have a client that is here from out of town. And so I'm going to get working with her today and didn't want to miss doing a Friday with all of you, and so decided that I would go ahead and move it up a little bit. So I hope this works. And if it doesn't, you know that you can always watch every Fashion Flair Friday on replay. And all I ask you to do is to let me know in the comments area. You can say hashtag replay so that I know that you have been here and that you are watching. So, with that in mind, I am going to go ahead and get started. And, I decided to talk about the topic of putting your style puzzle together. Um, Clues. I find that a lot of women get very confused about what their style is. So, if I ask them to describe their style in 5 words or less, usually I get a blank stare. So, what I wanted to do is to maybe start over the next few weeks the conversation about how you can identify some clues to help you determine. Because here's what I think about style. I think style can help every one of us be awesome, amazing, and authentic. And that's what we want in life, especially at 50 and better. I don't think there's any more important time than right now to feel good about who we are and feel like we want to stand out and we want to stand up to what's going on in life. So, if you want to be awesome, amazing, and authentic, then you are in the right place because that's what I encourage with all of my clients and students. So, today, what I wanted to talk about, and maybe some of you have heard me talk about it because you're either students or past clients, is the concept of the 7 universal styles. So I have taught this I am teaching this right now in my Empowered Style class. I've taught it in my style schools, and I work with my clients one-on-one to kind of get some clues as to how we're going to put their style together. So the 7 universal styles is based on 3 classic styles. And you see the classic styles are at the top here of the heptagon in white. And those classic styles are sporty, traditional, and elegant. And then the styles on the bottom that are in black are the dramatic, the creative, the alluring, and the feminine or the romantic. We can use that synonymously. So I can tell you that I very rarely find an individual that is just one style. She is usually a combination of styles. And that's what makes style interesting because when you pair your different styles together, or the one of the or two of the or three of these styles together to really speak to you, then you've got your style nailed. So I refer to my style as casually elegant with a twist of drama. So one of my styles, the elegant part, comes from the classics, and the dramatic part comes from the non-classic, and that's who I am. Now, what I've noticed is that right now in the marketplace, there is a huge trend that I am seeing, and that trend is going to suit the romantic and the feminine style personality so beautifully. I have put in another post probably below this a link where you can actually go see some of the items that I think really represent the romantic and feminine personality very beautifully. But here's what I want to say. The romantic or feminine person is one of those individuals who loves to nurture other people. She is somebody that likes to have nurturing relationships. And typically, she is soft and she's feminine. So I thought it would be fun today for me to see, well, could I do something feminine, soft and feminine? And so I went to my closet, and this is the only piece that I had in my closet that I would say even gets close to soft and feminine. Why? Because it's got the little ruffle here at the neck. It's soft colors, but that's about it. The pattern isn't soft because it's angular. So I can tell you, I'm not one of those soft and feminine style personalities. And that's great. That's fine because I don't have anything else in my closet that says that I should be or I think I should be. And I think that's where we get clarity when we can look in our closet and we can say, I see there's a messaging to the style in my closet, and it's all saying, kind of the same message. And that's what we want. That's when style is really successful. So let me just hold up this picture to kind of give you an idea, using non photographs. The romantic or the feminine prototype, as you can see, is going to be softened in her look, softened in her outline of her garments, softened in the colors. She likes to wear light neutrals and pastels. And so for me, with my coloring, I want color, I want vibrancy. So that tells me right here, I'm not a romantic feminine style personality. She likes delicate fabrics and she likes flowy fabrics. Now, I like flowy fabrics for sure, but I like to do them in things that are more dramatic. And that's where that softly elegant or casually elegant with a twist of drama comes in for me. Now, she's also going to be somebody, here's a picture I think that just epitomizes a romantic style. Do you see that? Do you see? She has a romantic look to her, I think, in her face and in her eyes. And then you couple that with the soft fabric of the chiffon, the soft color of that blush, the soft pearls. There's a real beauty and softness about this romantic style, as you can see here. Here is another person that I would say fits into that romantic category. And you'll also notice the hair. The hair is usually pulled up. There are usually some tendrils around the face to soften. So I tried to do that today. I don't know. I don't think I did a very good job. But do you see how beautiful that is? And then look at the ruffles that actually frame her face. Here would be another example. Let's see if I can put her up against this purple background so you can see her. All right, see the softness in the fabrication. Again, the lightness in the color, the lace, the lace, the softness of the jewelry. And the jewelry, you can see, even though it is long, it is delicate. So the soft romantic personality is definitely going to do things that are smaller. Okay, I tried that too. Got my little earrings on. I'm not feeling like it's working so well. So I hope you're getting the point here that just because we see things in the marketplace today, if our style personality does not mesh with that or does not really represent who we are, then we should not feel the obligation to actually buy just because it's on trend. Here's another example of what a romantic style personality might do. Soft and flowing, hair up, soft tendrils, no jewelry per se, very, very clean with just a softness around the face. And here's another picture. So this has got a feminine look to it, but it is done in a slightly creative way with the fringing. But fringe right now is also another trend. So can you go ahead and marry the two and have some fun with it? And then look at the cape that is behind her. So soft and beautiful. Also, their accessories are going to be delicate and feminine. And you can just see that in this shoe here. It's like a ballet flat, but soft. The leather is soft. You can see how it is elasticized around the toe. And no drama here. Not really much elegance either. Not traditional, not sporty, but definitely feminine, romantic. So, what I wanted to say to you is that um, think about the pieces of the puzzle that you want to put together. So, you may have a touch of romantic feminine style, but maybe it's not going to be in your clothing. Maybe it's going to be the way you do your hair. Maybe it's going to be in the jewelry that you choose. And that is the way you can really expand and perfectly identify how you want to be perceived and how you want to show up and what supports you and who you are. So let me just go through my list here of things. Fabric selection, as I mentioned, soft, flowing, smooth or slightly textured, lightweight, and sheer. And let's see, color selection, soft neutrals. So she loves the white and the ecru and the light gray and the dusty blue and maybe the blush colors. She also enjoys wearing all one color or different values of the same color. So she doesn't like to do big block prints or splashy colors. It's very soft and very elegant, as you saw in the pictures that I showed you. And accessories, they're going to be smaller, they're going to be delicate, maybe jewelry that has sort of an heirloom quality, sweaters that have an open, airy feeling to them, delicate shoes, and purses. Her makeup is going to be, she's going to do soft lip, soft eyes. She wouldn't be caught dead in eye frames like this. They're going to be definitely more of a blush tone and have more curvature to them rather than angularity like mine do. And her hairstyle typically is going to be long. I attempted to do mine in a romantic way today, with curls. And she is, as I said, is often going to sweep it up in her updo. So just think about, do you like intricate details? Do you like numerous details? But do you like things that are soft and rounded with no hard edges? If you do, I'm going to suggest that you've got a little bit of romantic style in your style personality. Now, what I thought I would do is each week now, I'm going to sort of build on this. I'm going to take some of the other styles and show you and talk to you about how they differ and how they are unique. So think about romantic style personality right now, because the reason I was driven to do this today was because I'm seeing so much of it in the marketplace. So I want you to look here in this group for a post that has a very colorful dress on the front in a floral pattern. And if you go ahead and click on the link that I've indicated in that particular post, it will take you now to a whole grouping of things that I've put together, from shoes to jewelry to dresses and blouses and so forth. So you can have some fun viewing. You can have some fun shopping if you choose to. But just know, if any of this resonates with you, you've got a hint or you've got a lot of romantic feminine personality. So that was what I was going to say today. Let's see. I see Betty here. Hey, Betty. And Carrie, nice to see you. Yeah, love those shoes. I could see those on you for sure. Thank you for the compliment. My hair Looks pretty. I'm happy you caught it too. Wonderful. Betty says, I visualize actress Jane Seymour. Yes. And also, I would say the other person is Nicole Kidman. She also epitomizes the romantic feminine style, but sometimes her stylists get her off track and she tries to do things that are a little too dramatic for her look. And that's when we can see that the style isn't really reflecting who the person is, or the style is incongruent with who the person is. So, this is why I think knowing your style and really being able to identify it clearly is so powerful for every single woman. So, I just want to say thanks for joining me today. A brief one, but have fun looking at all the photos I've put in for you. And I will look forward to seeing you back again. If you have any interest in a class, it might be a half day class. It could be in person, it could be on Zoom. But if you would like to know more about universal styles and really go into detail, just go ahead and say, yes, class, or something like that. And so I'll know that there's an interest and maybe develop that for us sometime in the next couple of months. So that's it for now. And Diane, thanks for popping in here. I know I caught everybody off guard with this change of time, but I appreciate your flexibility. And I'll look forward again to seeing you next Friday back at our regular time at 12 noon. Okay, take care. Bye bye. Happy weekend.